guys, welcome to my channel Dab Online. Today we are going to talk about this toggle animated button with social media links. We're going to create with this animated links with the help of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Before we going to start the code, please subscribe my channel for more videos. So let's get started to the code. Here I have index.html and style CSS blank files in which I'm going to create HTML structure. And the structure we need bootstrap first. So for the bootstrap, I'm going to the bootstrap section, and the bootstrap have a CSS file. Here is CSS, and then I also have to link to my custom style sheet, which is style CSS, and again here is a style CSS. Now we need to the font awesome CDN. So the font awesome I have a tag open here, font awesome, and I'm going to use this font awesome and CDN copy. You copy from here and you can paste here. Now we also need some JavaScript with the bootstrap because we have to use JavaScript for this toggle button animated. So I copy the JavaScript code from the bootstrap and paste it here in the body section in the end. Now in the middle, in this the body have, so we just simply create the div class and the share button. I'm just going to the wrapper like a share wrapper created, and this have div div class, and I'm calling him toggle and one another class icon. Now I need to give him toggle icon basically. So let me close this div, and then I have to give him a toggle icon. So icon have class, and it's have a pass bar, and it's for the share one. So that basically the share have share all this, and here is my toggle, and we don't need to write anything here. Just this is the toggle button. After this, we have to create unorder list. In the unorder list, we have a list item, and the list item we have to create a tag. In the a tag, we have a href, which have a for the tag information have nothing, and also here we're going to give him icon. So basically the icons have, you should guys remember, or you can copy from the font awesome website, but I'm here to just a little bit remember because I'm doing work with this a lot, so maybe that's why. And I'm also giving one property to this area hidden, which is true. We need to area hidden true basically, not false. So area hidden is true, and then the tag icon is complete. The icon is complete the list item. So we have basically 8. So let me 8 times paste it, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we have different. So the different, for the different we have web, or sorry, I never create here is for basically for Facebook, and also here we need to write it for Twitter, and then down we have a Google Plus. So for Google Plus, and the third one we have LinkedIn. You can say LinkedIn, so LinkedIn, and this we have Instagram. Sorry, Instagram, and this I can give him Skype for SKYPE Skype, and let's have a Tumblr account. So TUBMLR Tumblr, and you can give him WhatsApp. So WhatsApp. So we create this unordered list. Let's check it out how it looks like basically. So you can see here the buttons, and the button looks like this. So now we have to go to the style CSS file for now. And the style CSS, we first create the body tag. So the body, for the body color and the margin, everything we have to define. So the margin have 0%. Padding we have to call 0. Background, we have to give him some background. Background color, and defining the background is should be 003 030. There should be the background color. So let's check how it looks like. So now you can see looks like this color. In the green color we can define. Now we have the wrapper of the with the name of share. Basically this is the basic wrapper. So we say position absolute. Basically position absolute, we need to give it some margin from the top, so top 50% and left 50%, so it will become in the middle. Now we have to transform it. So basically transform, we need to translate in the, and we tell him minus 50% translated. And also we need to rotate this. So for the rotation we give them 40 degree. So if you 40 degree rotate the share, basically the share icon, what is the, not the icon, it's basically the wrapper of, and the wrapper have 80 pixel width and the height also 80 pixel. So this is the basically wrapper. So therefore let me show you it have something effect on it. So now you can see the 40 degree translate come here, and this will be in the 40 degree on the icon. Now we have the UL tag. If you can see here, the share have a UL tag, this one. So the UL we're going to style the UL one. So in the UL section we telling the first of all the position have relative, because the other one we call absolute, so it should be relative position, and margin 0, padding 0, width we need to give them the UL width basically 100%, whatever the size of we define in the share wrapper, so it should be the 100% of the share one, and the height also we have to define 100%. After this, the list item. Now we describe the UL unordered list. Now we need to style the UL have list item basically. So the list item we call in the position absolute of the relative. So absolute. Now we say top 0, left 0, left 0%. And list style, so it's basically the list style, like in the last video I say just you can give them over there also, and you can also give it here as choice, whichever you guys can easy. So the width should be 100% of the UL tag, and also the height we are not going to give him any margin and width height. So for the border radius, so I'm calling the border radius here, which is 50 pixel, 50 pixel and 50 you can say percent, it's kind of the same. I'm going to basically the white color, the background. Now we need to give him some transition effect on this. So the transition I'm giving the 5 second of 0, and overflow always come in the hidden basically hidden overflow, at least is not showing to the background. So now you can see here the bear is hidden in the background. Okay, after this we need to give him some active class to the share one. The UL should be active, and we will be need to define this in the JavaScript, the active one. So it will be work with the JavaScript. Basically we doesn't define in the index HTML have but it will be work with the JavaScript. So we here the active list item should be scale with a 0.9.5 95. Now after this we need to call the share thing UNLI and the A tag. Basically the A tag have inside also icon. So position have absolute. Basically we need to call absolute, top 0, left 0, width 100%, width 100%, height also 100%, line height, or line height, I'm going to give him 80 pixel. And we can call the text align. So text align basically center. Font size, you need to define some font size for this, and the font size is called 30 pixel. After this we have to give him color, which is should be the color of this 2196 F3. This will be the blue color on, and also we have to give him some transition effect. And the transition, the same kind of transition the upper begin with 0.5 CS. So let's check again. You can see here the effect little bit. It's come in the center. We are not touching the toggle button here right now, but it's all the list item we are click. So I'll have a list item behind overflow is hidden, so it's all have behind them. Now we have to call the fab one. This is our fab, the Facebook or all tag of the icon. So we need to give them rotation. We need to rotate them basically. Why we need to rotate it? Because when it's spread out, so when it's spread out, it will be showing, and some will be on the left side and some will be on the right side. So that's why I'm giving a rotation. Okay, whenever it goes, so it should be looks on the same way. So rotate negative 45 degree. Okay, so here if you can see here, so now you can see it's going to the right side. You can show is showing you the right side. Now you can see clearly, perfect, the WhatsApp. After this we need to hover on them. That share another list li and then a, and then on a when we hover it should be change the color of hover it. So we say color is goes to the white, the font color, and the background is copy blue. So the blue color we already found with the 21956 F3 with this color. So now you can see here, let me refresh it, and you can see the color is come like that. After this we are going to describe the active share one. So dot share UL, and the unordered list one is active because it's work with the okay, this will be a bit little first of all because if I share this one right now, so you will be not understand what's going on basically. So I'm taking care now the toggle button, and after the toggle button we will be discuss the spreading out with the help of JavaScript. So first of all, we're going to the toggle one. So the toggle we have the position, which should be absolute because it's come up on it like a relative. So we need to call it to come down. And the 0% the top left should be 0% too. And also width 100%, the same width which is have the width of the shared wrapper, and height also 100%, And after this we have to define the background of this color basically. So the background is color, whichever you guys like the colors you can type it because it's your choice. So I'm just giving the color of this background, and then we have to transform it basically. So transform like the other one we transform, so we can scale it with the 0.95, the one we scale with the share also. We also call the overflow. Sorry, I just so the overflow also hidden, whatever it should become down, overflow hidden. And border, now we have to call the border radius. So border radius 50 pixel, and now z index is 1, and here we need to define some cursor point. So this is our toggle section, the toggle. Now you can see a little bit effect on this, but it's gonna be, this is the toggle we create, the toggle wrapper. You can see we have a no icon here. The other toggle icon we created here with the, you can see here we give him already class of icon. So now we need to describe this icon, but we can also describe with this, and we can also describe with this, so whatever choice you guys have it. So I'm going to with this class for share art, so dot fa share art, and we will call them position absolute, and after this the width, so is a width 100%, height 100%, line height 80 pixel, and then color should be white, and then have a font size. We need to define some font size to it. Font size is 30 pixel, the previous we give to. Here we're gonna give them some top 20%, left is 15%. You need to be centerized because it's came from text align center, and then we have to give them some font size, 4 pixel. Now we have to rotate them too, and the transform have rotate property, so we're going to transform rotate it in the minus 45 degree also. Now we can see here, now you can see the item is came like this. After this, there is one thing, when we click on it, so this the web share art, we already called one class active, which is we will be described in the JavaScript. So here when we say when dot active, when it's become active, so we're here we need to give him the content, not the content. And why I'm going to content, you can see here basically is the sign of cross, like the X sign basically. So let me show you the previous example which we are. So when we click here, this X sign has come up. So this should be work with this content, the one content we write it F00A. Now let's write the JavaScript code here. So when we JavaScript code, for the JavaScript, we just define here script and the index HTML. You can guys also, if you want to create a separate file for this, so you can guys create a separate file for this. For the JavaScript, we have to call first jQuery sign and then bracket document dot ready function. When will be the ready, or the document should be ready, and then we call the function, and the function we need to define these are in this function basically. So now we have to call, so this dollar sign, which is we have to take the toggle button. So the toggle button we have to take it, so it's in the class of toggle. Whenever toggle button dot click, with the click, so we have to give him a click function. So the click function will be whenever it's a click on it, so the click function comes, and then what's come with up, so we can say after click function this far share button, you know the far, let me show you the far share art, this one, the far share art, this button, the toggle button, and this button come with the toggle sign. So here is the function of toggle, and we can class toggle class, which is toggle class active. You remember when we create in the style CSS file, so we call active toggle class come up with it, and after this we have to function tell to the function that this UL tag, the UL should be dot toggle class active. Whenever click on this section, so this the toggle should be the UL is come on active, where we're going to define in the style CSS each of icon on which way, on which degree is going to be rotate and how is going to be come up with the front of us. If we see now here, so when you click here, so it just came on the content F00D, which we're going to change it. Why is showing, why is not taking the content, not taking the content from the styles font CSS. So F00D, sometimes it's taking, sometimes it's not, it's really weird, but let's see, you can have a idea, but I will be take care later what's going on with it. Now we need to take out all the icons when we click on the toggle button. So the active class and the fab item we have to describe it. So the fab class, so we can go by down here. So we have the share, and the share have a UL and I and A, and this have a fab, where you guys will be required to, where is the fab, so this fab is for the everyone. If you can see here, for every icon we have a fab, so I'm going to describe this fab with a transform and rotate. First we have to rotate them with the minus 45 degree, is also rotate. Now we gotta do this, I think. Okay, after this we have to call the active item, which is called the active when it's active after toggle button. So we call this UL. When UL become active, then list item, and the list item have a no child, and child number 1. So basically we need to give some direction, so we can say go top minus 100%, left go also minus 100%, and we need to give him some transition delay effect. So basically transition delay, how long is going to be take it to go over there, and transition delay not so. Let's check it out what's work with this. You can see here it's come up minus 100%. Now we have to define the other ones also. So here share UO dot active on the active list item and char sorry and char number 2. For the number 2 one, we call them the top position minus 100%. Go. And what should be the left side for this? For the number 2. So we call them the left should be 0. No need to go. And then also have transition delay fraction. For the time purpose, I'm going to give them to 2 seconds. So for the third one, I'm just going to copy this and change the, let me see, okay, so here, and change the child number 3, and the child number 3 should be minus 100% top, and the left have a 100%. I also going to show you how it's going to see whenever every um, child we selected. So now you can see 3 child come up. Now we have number 4. So I paste it again, and here I'm going to call the no and child property of fourth, and the fourth we gonna give him 0% basically top, because it's not going top, it's come on the downside, and the left we gonna give him 100%. So 100% on the left. You call them 0.2 say, so like we have to some call some icon come slow, some icon come up fast. Now have number 5th, and number 5th we top we say 100, not minus 100%, 100%. Okay, and the left also, because it's come on the downside, so the downside we give him the bottom one 100% and the 100%, and we give him delay is 8 seconds. After this we have another one, number 6. So for the number 6 we have a top 100%, not a negative, and left is 0 and 1 second. We can give him 1 second. Let me show you again. Okay, now you see just we have a 2 left now. So here I'm going to dot, sorry, we have a paste and number 7. In the number 7 function, number 7 have top 100, left have minus 100. So we're gonna give him left minus 100 before we give him other one is 100% left. If you can see here. So we're gonna give him 100% on the left side negative. And then number 8. So for this we have to describe to 1 point, at least transition should be 1 second, and another is number 8. So number 8 have a top 0, left is negative 100%, and transition we can give him some 1.4 sec. So now you guys gonna be see here all the buttons with the same tab. Which one we is left? 1 and 2 was 8, 3 and 3 6. Let me see which one I get it wrong. Number 7, because the copy or paste maybe is come up top and 100% on the 5. Yes, 100% on the 5. Number 4, number 3, number 1. Number 1 is okay. Which one is not showing to us? Number 2nd. Wait. Number 2nd minus 100%. Yeah, and left 0 and 2 seconds. It should be work out. Let me see. And also 1, 2. Oh, this is not basically uh, 2 is come on the 8 number. So when it's come on the 8 number, so now maybe you can see we can find it. This works. Now you can see. Now we have this error. Let's check it out. Maybe it's a typing mistake of mine. Oh, this is basically not one, this one. I will be showing in the font awesome also. Okay, why is this content which should likely slow? Now you can see the X is scanned. If we go to the font awesome and you can say X icon, or you can say whatever icon like you want to use it. So basically so here when you click on this any icon, they have one code here. So like this is F169. This is the shell. So you can use in the content this and it will be show up. I hope you guys enjoy this video and like this video. If you have any question, please comment below. I will be definitely reply you as soon as possible. See you in the next